Hey guys, I'm not gonna wait for anybody to hop on here just because you can always rewatch this, and I know that there's not gonna be a lot of people who are gonna watch this. So I have been getting this question asked a lot lately, right? A lot of people asking me kind of over and over again, how am I supposed to attract distributors to my Facebook when I don't have a story yet, okay? Drop a 1 below if you've thought this in your head. Maybe you've asked someone, maybe you've said something out loud. Yes, I'm going to do my dishes while I'm doing this. This is like multitasking because I'm going to bed afterwards and I'm super tired, but I need to get my stuff done for the day before I hit the pillow. So, so a lot of you guys wonder, you know, how I am constantly signing and enrolling mass distributors and how I'm getting people going and things like that. I am going to be coming out with a video probably this weekend about how to train your distributors from day one, because I feel like it's really, really important to know how to take care of the people that join your team because they're trusting you right from day one, right? They need to know that you're fully invested and you're fully invested into them. And the more that you know and you make yourself knowledgeable about what your business is all about, the easier it's going to be for you to personally train other people, okay? So that's for literally this weekend. So you'll see that pop up on my YouTube channel. If you're watching this later on, I mean, it's probably already there, right? So go ahead and go check that out too. So, okay, attracting distributors onto your Facebook page. This is something that I had to learn over time because when I first started my business, it was super, super hard. I'm hoping I'm on. Allie, can you tell me if I'm in Team Diamond Hustler, please? Because I don't recognize a couple of the names on here, and I feel so bad because I know that you guys are on my downline, but I know you were enrolled by someone else. But if you could just tell me that I'm in Team Diamond Hustler, that would be awesome. I would appreciate you so much. So, anyways, I'm just going to keep going. I think I am. You know, it's super late at night, so I can't really tell. But anyways, so when I first started my business, obviously I didn't have a story, right? I didn't think I had a story. So I got started and I was broke. Broke as a joke. I had no money. I was working nonstop, 2 different jobs. I was tired all the time. My story began at that moment, okay? And so a lot of people, when they are thinking about attracting new distributors and talking to new people about the business, they immediately think, well, I don't have this huge success story, which means that I can't attract people to work this business because I am not at the top. And here's the real raw truth right now. And if you are watching this, you need to write this down because it's going to change the way that you think about this. Think about how you're attracting people. And when it comes down to it, the real honest truth, okay, guys, people are not going to relate to you when you are at the top of the mountain, okay? It is actually easier if you've got a hard story when you first got started, okay? It is actually easier to attract people when you first get started than attracting people when you're already successful. Like, I'm dead serious. When I first started, I had a reason why. And my passion for this business and my passion and excitement for where I was headed was what sold people on the fact that they needed to get started with me. Because I started for a reason, okay? So I want you to take the time and I want you to write these things down. What are you going through right now? Maybe you're broke as a joke. Maybe you need this extra money because you need to get your own place. Maybe you need this extra money because you don't have a vehicle right now, okay? Maybe you need this extra money because you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you need the extra money because you want to go get your nails done every single week. Maybe you need the extra money because you don't want to struggle around Christmas time. Who knows why you need the extra money? Exactly. Spend my birthday money on this and I'm going to prosper, okay? People are going to be attracted to your confidence in the fact that you will never quit. It does not matter whether you are at the top. It does not matter whether you have made even a single paycheck with this business, okay? People are going to relate to the fact that you started something and you stepped outside of the crowd, even though it was hard. You stepped outside of the crowd and against everybody else who is staying in the same exact rhythm like sheep, right? You're the one who stepped outside of the crowd, and you're the one who hit rock bottom, or you're the one who needs the extra income, and you are going to cast a vision over your Facebook, okay? You're going to start sharing where you come from. And the way that you talk on your Facebook is going to be in past tense, which I mean by that. So like when I first got started, I'm going to give you some examples, okay? When I first started, Matt and I were struggling so freaking bad, so bad. Matt and I, we had our accounts were in the negative $500 each. Like, it was crazy. We were losing our house. We were, just everything. Like, crap just hit the fan, and we had to do whatever it took to make it happen and to change our life. And so, what I would constantly do is I would post on Facebook about what I was doing every single day. I did not miss one day of posting, and I wasn't blunt. I wasn't putting it out there like, I work with It Works Global, like I'm a distributor, who wants to be a distributor, who wants to be a distributor. I never posted like that. That's the thing. I never ever bluntly was saying, you know, I'm with It Works, come join my team, things like that. I did post some crazy before and after pictures, some crazy stuff, and it turned a lot of people off because they didn't want to post like that. But it was never a join my team, join my team, join my team kind of thing when I first got started. It was a lot of inspiring people to change the way that they think, okay? So you're posting on Facebook, and the way that you post is going to attract your distributors, okay? So think about this. When you got started, and even, you know, even if you just got started, maybe you have been with me forever, you've been with your team forever, whatever. What were you attracted to? What attracted you to your upline? Because the thing is that 80% of this world are emotional decision makers, and they need something to relate to you on before they actually take the leap themselves. Nobody will ever sign with you if you're constantly talking about the fact that you're at the top of the mountain, okay? Nobody's ever going to join you. And I dare you, go look at my Facebook page, go look at, you know, your upline's Facebook page, whatever, and you will see that they're talking about where they come from. And it's okay that you just started and you haven't gotten your big success moment yet. That takes time. That takes a lot of hard work. That takes a lot of maturity. That takes a lot of falling and getting up and falling and getting up and falling and getting up over and over and over again, okay? You're going to get there. You just have to take quitting off the table. But here's the thing. In the meantime, to attract those people in your business that are hard workers, I want you to go write down the types of people that you want to attract in your life. Do you want someone who is a hard worker? Do you want someone that's no excuses? Do you want to work with someone who is fun? Do you want to work with someone who's funny? Do you want to work with someone who is excited? Do you want to work with someone who is, you know, they fall and they get back up? Who do you want to work with? Okay. Ultimately, and you could go right down the wire. I know Tanya Johnson, she literally wrote right on there that she wanted a good Christian. She wanted someone who was, you know, in their faith so much. And it was crazy, okay? My personal list was always someone who's motivated, someone who's coachable, someone that I could teach that was actually willing to listen. That's what I wanted so bad, okay? And so here's what we're going to start doing. Once we write that list down, so step one, write your list down of what kind of people you want to attract into your business. Who do you want to work with every single day, okay? Write that list down. That's what I did. I wrote it down. I wrote it out loud of people. I wrote it down of the people who I wanted in my business. The people that I wanted in my business, okay? I wrote those things down, and then At that point, I started becoming that person on Facebook, okay? So I started sharing with people how hard of work it was to work this business. I started talking about the work that I was putting in every single day. I started talking about giving up the good for the great and knowing that I had to sacrifice not going out to eat one night so that I can make a $2,000 bonus, okay? I had talked about, you know, how... You need to go by. Babe, you need to go by. Alright. You guys are going to go in here for me to take off. Hurry up. You good? Sorry guys, Matt just got a shower. It's really crazy. But anyways, and he forgot to bring his clothes. It is what it is, okay? So I started sharing those things, okay? I started talking about the falls that I was taking in my business in a vague way, okay? I never put it out there saying it works, it works, it works, it works, it works. I never do that. If you go look at my Facebook, you will rarely ever see, probably never, you will never see the words "it works" on my Facebook unless I'm posting a random before and after picture, which is very, very rare, right? So, I started posting about the falls that I was taking in my business and how I fell and I got back up and I chose to get back up. I started talking about how I know I've got a huge road ahead of me, but I'm willing to fight for what I want, okay? I started sharing my vision of where I came from and talking about all my falls and my fails in my life. But then I started talking about where I'm headed. I started telling people that Matt and I were going to retire. I started telling people that I could not wait to give my 2 weeks at my job. I started telling people that I couldn't wait to get my $10,000 bonus, okay? And yes, that's so scary. That is so scary, right? That is so scary to talk like that and say things like that. But one, that allows you to call it out in existence. Law of attraction, girlfriend. Like, if you don't know what that is, go watch The Secret. I'm dead serious. The more that you say things over and over and over again, like they're coming to you, the more they're going to actually come to you, okay? And so, I just started saying things like that over and over and over again. And I never gave a time limit on when I was going to earn that $10,000 bonus. I never gave a time limit on when I was going to be at the top of the company. I never gave a time limit on when I was going to be making $2,000 residual and, you know, when I was going to be able to bring myself home and bring Matt home and everything like that. I never gave a time limit. I just said in general, I cannot wait for us to be home together. And I kept saying it over and over again every single day. And guess what? I attracted women who wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, or maybe women who were stay-at-home moms who were ready to work their butts off to make things happen. Because I was sharing every single day. I was sharing where I came from. I was sharing that hard past. I was sharing the things that we had been through and the things that we had gone through. Because at that level, when you're sharing your starting point, I saw that. Matt took some cookies out of the cupboard. He's on a diet. So, okay. Anyways, so I started sharing, you know, my struggles. Where I started, exactly where I started. And the way that I would say it was, I would say, you know, I've been there, girl. You know, I've been there. Like, I know what it feels like. And I would say, I know what it feels like to count change, just to get a little bit of gas in your car. Or I know what it feels like to, you know, use food stamps. And even if you're in that point in your life right now, just talk like that. Like, I know what it feels like. Relate to people. Because at that point where you are relatable, people are going to start turning their heads and following you. And so you have to relate to them, and you almost have to stoop down to that level, or maybe you're at that level. You have to learn how to be vulnerable right from day one and share where you are at right now in a vague way. And then you have to share where you're headed, and you have to be so brutally honest. And this is a business of It's like a paid self-development course, and it's because we're being so vulnerable every single day. We're showing everything that's going on in our life. We're opening up to the public, and we're talking about the things that are going on and the reality that is going on. Because when you go down to someone's level and match them and show them that you've been there before, they can now latch on and relate to you. And they can say, girl, me too. Girl, me too. And then they can say, you know, or guy, whatever. And then they can say, you know, if Chelsea was right where I am right now, and now Chelsea's heading up and she's changing her life, why am I still staying down here? Why don't I go with Chelsea? You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, people who are watching this video right now, if you're on my team and you enrolled with me, I guarantee you there was a point at one point before you got started that you looked at one of my posts or one more video or one more story or one more something or one more conversation with me, okay? And the reason why you joined was because of something that I related to or something that your upline had related to, okay? You have to be relatable, because 80% of this world are emotional decision makers. And I hate to say it, but if you're not vulnerable and you're not sharing your life and you're not being real, you're not going to sign distributors. And it's not even just not signing distributors. You're not going to sign distributors that know exactly what it's like, which means they're not going to work as hard as you're working right now. They're not going to do the things that they need to do in order to make it happen. And so being really vulnerable is super, super important. So I talk about literally everything. And you want to know your colors. So like, obviously, you know that reds are hustlers. You've got your yellows who are, you know, a little bit more shied off. They're really sensitive. It's, you know, you kind of have to show them love and TLC constantly. And then you've got your greens who are super needing to know everything before they get started. And then you've got your blues who are the life of the party, okay? Who do you want to attract into your business? I know I'm a red, so there's certain colors that I mesh with a lot better and work a little bit easier with than others. And so if I'm trying to attract, let's just say, for example, I'm trying to attract to the reds, I am going to throw out the money card constantly. Every single day, I'm going to be talking about the $15,000 bonus. Every single day, okay? Every single day, I'm going to be sharing that I'm so excited that I'm working on my first $150 shopping spree, okay? Every single day, I'm going to be talking about how I'm so excited that I'm working on my first $150 cash bonus. I'm working on my first $250 raise. You don't have to already earn that. You just have to project it, okay? Meaning project it like you're working on it, right? Everybody's working for a raise on this team. If you're working your business every single day, you're working on a raise. What raise are you working on? Are you working on executive, which is your $231 raise? Are you working on your ruby, which is a $500 raise? Are you working on your diamond, which is a $2,000 raise? Which are you working on? Now share that every single day. Now talk about it every single day. Every single day, think of something new to share about, you know, where you're headed. Because you have to talk about where you come from, but it is very important. Where are you projecting yourself? What are you telling people where you're going to end up? Because they're going to follow you. They're going to relate to you at your lowest low when you're talking about your lows, okay? But they're going to follow you and be inspired by you when you share your vision of where you're going. So posting is really, really important when it comes to attracting people into your business. And doing it every single day. I'm not saying every other day. I'm not saying every 3 days. I'm not saying once a week. I'm saying every single day you need to share where you came from and where you're headed, no matter what. If you want to attract distributors and you want a good, solid, strong foundation, you have to be so strong with your posting and the way that you word things. And you shouldn't take too much time to do this, because once again, we're being honest. We're being honest, and we're not being so, we're being honest, but we're being vague to the point where they have to ask. They have to reach out and ask in order to get more info, because you don't want to spill all the beans at once, because all they'll do is go look up go look up the website, go scare the crap out of themselves, and then you'll never hear from them again. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that you're being vague, but you're still telling your story. People want to hear your story. That's how you inspire other people, is sharing your story. And I know that's really, really scary. Really, really scary. But just always remember that everyone else around you is going through the same exact things. Everything you've been through in your life, at least one person out there has been through it. If not millions, if not thousands, if not billions of people have been through it. So you have to understand that not everybody, I mean, there's some people, most people on Facebook, they're on a highlight reel. Most people on Instagram, they're on a highlight reel. So they're telling you that their life is like this, but it's really not. It's really not. They have been exactly where you are right now. They have been exactly where you were when you first started. And you just have to understand that all you have to do is share. Because you're going to be that one person who steps outside of the crowd and makes things happen for themselves, and they will follow you because of how brave and courageous and strong you decided to be, even when everybody else disagreed, okay? So posting is super important when you're attracting distributors. Now, I'm going to go into the stories a little bit because stories are really, really important. If you notice on my story, I share a lot of my day-to-day life. Now, this is even important when you're working a 9-to-5, because when you're taking a video of yourself and you're putting it on your story, and people who aren't seeing your post are still going to your story, okay? They go and they see your story and you're posting saying, I can't wait to leave this job, you know, or I can't wait to have the extra $500, or taking a picture of yourself or a video of yourself saying things like, I just earned a $500 raise, or I'm working on my $500 raise from my phone, you know. People are going to take notice to that. They're going to start watching you. And even though you think that they're not, they are. They're watching you. And I could say that from experience. Any diamond or above can tell you that they're watching. From experience, I know for a fact that they're watching you. Because they're curious. Some of them are watching, waiting for you to succeed. Some people are watching, waiting for you to fail, and you're going to prove them wrong. You're going to do everything it takes to attract these distributors. You're going to talk about your business every single day in your highlight reel. You're going to talk about the highs. You're going to talk about the things that you're afraid of. You're going to talk about the fact that you're getting over yourself and you're doing the things that you need to do to change your life. And that's going to attract other people who are willing to do whatever it takes to change their life as well, okay? So in your story, posting things like that, not just your threads for product and for like distributors and stuff like that, but you want to take pictures of yourself. What are you doing throughout the day? What are you eating? Where are you going? What are the things that you're doing? How are you working this business into your life? Because that's exactly how it is. And if you have Snapchat, your new Snapchat is going to be your Facebook and Instagram story, okay? There's no more utilizing Snapchat and wasting your time. Put it on Facebook. I mean, obviously you don't want to put inappropriate stuff on Facebook, but I'm saying in general, put your personality, your life. What are you doing? Who are you? People want to know. Like, and the more that you share who you are, the more they're going to watch you because you're interesting. You're bringing value to them. You're either making them laugh, or you're giving them tips, or you're sharing your life or your thoughts or things that they wouldn't have the guts to do. And you're going to inspire them to actually do it themselves, okay? So utilizing your story is so important. Now, the last part that I wanted to go over is like the most important part. Of course, those things need to be done in order for it to be a full circle. You can't have one without the other, okay? And so the very last thing, and I know you guys, a lot of you guys know exactly what I'm going to say. Whoops! A lot of you guys know exactly what I'm going to say, but it's literally get in your messenger. Get in your messenger. Because a lot of people think, oh, I sent a message to 3 people and I'm good. I sent a message to 3 people, and like nobody's writing me back. Nobody's signing with me. Nobody's doing anything. Hey, Serena. Nobody's doing any of these things, right? You're calling death over your business from day 1. You need to tell yourself that these people are signing with you, okay? You need to tell yourself every single day, even if you have to write down the type of person that's coming into your business every single day, just to get it through your head that your business is going to flourish eventually if you do these things every single day, okay? So when you are messaging people, you're not going out of your way to come up with these big elaborate things. You're going to follow the script. Literally every single time, you're going to follow the same exact script. You're going to create that script that's literally going to sound just like you. You can take the ones that I personally use. You can go look into Team M and Hustler. Your upline would have a perfect one. And if they don't, comment below. I'll send you a message. I'll give you all mine, And all you have to do is recreate them to sound more like you. So we're not all sending the same one, of course. But it's just going to be giving them a super brief, vague description of this business, okay? You can send voice messages if you want. If you like to send voice messages, or you have you come out of your comfort zone enough to send voice messages, go for it. Describe this business in such a vague way. Literally just saying, we work completely on social media. All I do is I advertise for health and wellness company, and they pay me a cut for every single person that orders on their website. So simple, right? But there's so many different other ways that you can describe it. And it's so simple. And when you're sending messages, you're just going to send that message. You're going to send the message out just asking something so simple, just saying like, hey, I'm looking for a few people that want to make extra income. Do you know anybody? You're asking for references at that point. Even if they don't respond to you, even if they don't respond to you, even if they do respond to you and they say no, guess what, girlfriend? They're still watching you because you lit a fire inside of their head. You planted that seed, and they're going to watch you, and they're going to watch you and see that you don't quit, because nobody wants to sign with a quitter, period. So when you take quitting off the table 100% and you learn that you have to just be authentically you, you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to share your story, because your story is the most powerful thing that you have right now, because it is yours. And guess what? So many people can relate to you 100%. And if you're relating to other people, people are going to start following you, because you're choosing to set the trend, like, hey, trendsetter. You know what I'm talking about? You know that song? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're going to be setting the trend for the people who are watching you. You're going to start showing them that it is possible. They're watching you. They're watching to see that you do it, because they want to know that it is possible to make it happen. And you're not going to quit until you make it happen. You're never going to quit. You're just going to keep doing the things over and over again every single day, as many times as you can. You're going to ask as many people as you possibly can, hey, do you know anybody who wants to make extra income? Hey, do you know anybody who wants to make extra income? Hey, do you know anybody who wants to make extra income? I know it's going to sound like a broken record, but I'm dead serious. That is exactly how I mass enroll. I ask so many people every single day. I ask hundreds of people every single day. I get ignored a lot. I get no's a lot. All day long, I'm getting no's. All day long, I'm getting ignored. But those 3 to 4 people that say yes to me, or that they're interested every single day, those are the people that I go on to follow up with, and follow up with, and follow up with. And they watch my Facebook, and then they go watch my story, and then I follow up with them, and follow up with them, and follow up with them. And as I'm following up with these people, more people I'm adding to this list, and I'm following up with those people, and then the list is getting bigger. And it's this huge funnel where there's tons of different potential distributors, because I'm consistently asking every single day, and I'm consistently following up every single day. And then it gets to the point where those distributors have to go somewhere. And eventually they watch me for so long, they see that I'm being me on Facebook. They're trusting me at this point, because they're seeing me from all different angles. They're watching what I'm doing all day long, every single day on my story. They're watching my Facebook, talking about where I came from and where I'm headed. And then I'm also in their inbox following up with them saying, hey, you ready? Hey, you want to make some money? You told me you want to make some money. Like, hey, you want to try this product? Hey, you want to do a post for me? Like, I'm asking them different things, so I'm in their inbox. So I'm constantly in their head all the time. Every single time they see my Facebook post, they say, damn, I wish I could do that. Damn, I wish I could do that, over and over and over and over again. Until one day I go and follow up with them, and it's their season. It is their season for more. Everyone's got their seasons of life. And sometimes you get people who are in their season of growth, and they are, doing amazing in their life, and things are great. But guess what? Every 6 months, something changes in your life. Did you guys know that? Every 6 months. And so if you're that person in the next 6 months who's in their inbox and has been in their inbox consistently for the last 6 months, guess who they're going to sign with? They're going to sign with you because they trust you enough and trust that you have been consistent. They have watched you. They have seen you in their inbox every single week. They've seen how persistent you have been. So if you are persistent and you are consistent every single day, okay? I know I would want to sign with someone like that. I know I would want to sign with someone who was consistently looking out for my best interests, right? Like, think about this, guys. Dead serious. You have to post every single day where you came from, where you're headed. Share your story, share your life. Be vulnerable. Step outside your comfort zone because it's going to sign you more distributors. It's going to help your income grow residually. Think about your distributor that you signed with. Why did you sign with that person? Seriously, why did you sign with that person? Now go do the same exact thing. That's literally it. Go do the same exact thing. Were they consistent? Did they post on Facebook about their story? Did they post on their story about their story and what they were doing every single day, okay? Think about those things and then go do the same exact thing. That's literally all that it is posting your story. Going on your story and sharing your day-to-day activity and what's going on, sharing your personality with people, and then getting in their inbox every single week, and adding more people into that funnel every single day, okay? Every single day. Make it a priority. Your head does not hit the pillow until you've added 10 to 20 potentials onto your potential distributor list. If you do that every single day and you're sharing your story every single day and you're updating your story on Facebook and Instagram every single day, I can guarantee you will have an amazing team. So you just have to follow that advice. You just have to do the things. You have to step outside your comfort zone and you just have to do it. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go to bed and I love you guys. Hope you have a great night.